Last week, Joe Biden lied about seeing photos of Israeli children that were. Now, that's bad enough. But where did he tell this lie? He told it at a meeting with like Jewish Israeli leaders, which is actually bizarre. There's a lot that's bizarre. I'm going to go into all of it. When the president is talking about pieces of intelligence that he's seen and he's lying, this is a huge problem, obviously. But beyond that, why is he lying to a room full of people that already support him and that he supports? Because if the picture is fake, he's telling them, like, yeah, I saw the fake photo. Do they know that he knows it's fake? Have they forced him to say it's real? Second, and this is something I always thought about with Donald Trump, did you always get the sense with Donald Trump that when he was in the presidency, he was watching the news and let the news affect like his policy and his actions as if he wasn't the person creating the news, as if he wasn't the person who should be telling us the news? Like, no president should be watching the news to find out what's going on in his nation when he has a huge intelligence agency, 2 or 3 behind him. Sorry for this bad graphic, I'm learning. The White House then releases a statement. The president's comments were based on news reports and claims by the Israeli government. Okay, so the country that uses you as a honeypot told you something happened and you didn't do any research or send it through any of your agencies to find out if that photo was even real, first of all, which would take days to substantiate, correct? Deep fake, Photoshop, etc. Especially when the stakes are so high. Instead of checking with your intelligence and actually seeing the photo, you lied about it and admitted that you didn't see it at all. Oh, they also went on to say the U.S. officials and the president have not seen pictures or confirmed such reports independently. The U.S. government is not independently confirming reports from one of their allies. And this is the whole problem that we have here to begin with. This relationship requires an audit. Also, this is from the Hindustan Times. This is not American media. Why is our president coming out and lying? First of all, if I want him to get his things, collect his things, and get out of town. I want him to get out of that office right now. And I've wanted this for a long time. I've always thought he is a liar, and I think he's intensely creepy. All those videos of him grabbing people's kids and stuff, I can't even go into that. I can't even make a video on that. But you're lying to our faces, and then you have to come out a couple days later and be like, sorry, we never saw that. We didn't see anything. Who put him up to that? Who allowed him to say that? Who put the rush down that he had to go and say that? I also want to talk about this whole women and children thing while I have you here. It's bizarre. I get it. I get the concept. Women and children first, all that. I want people to stop being hurt, and I want the violence to end. So this women and children thing, it's like complete bullshit. Like, oh, Hamas said this to kids. Yeah. Do people genuinely think when there's a war happening that people protect women and children? They don't do that. They put sociopaths on the front lines. And I know a lot of you know soldiers. I'm not saying they all are like that. But by the time they get up there, if it's you or someone else, it's going to be you. It's not. It doesn't matter what that person looks like, I would say. Not that anyone's eager to harm a child. Some people are. Our current president, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't he have a stepdaughter that accused him of assault? Anyway, we're at a really bad situation when our current president is just flatly, open-faced, bold-faced lying, and then has to come back days later. And they didn't even explain why he said that. He didn't come out and say, wow, I really shouldn't have said that. Because that's something that, a mistake I make like that, I'm going to come and put my face to it and put my words to it and say, that was egregious what I did. Instead, they just have a press release that they put out. Anyway, we have this guy who can barely put a sentence together. I just saw a 60 Minutes interview, and I'll do a whole video on that too, where the interview is basically finishing his answers for him. And then we have another guy who said last week that he's not going to uphold the Constitution. Like, that's not his job. In the court of law, Donald Trump, he said this. He filed a motion saying that when he took his oath, that was not to support the Constitution. That's for other people in the government. That's for minions. Yeah, you need to ask yourself why your president's on TV lying to you, and not even to you, lying to Israeli people, leaders. Like, what does that? I'm gonna let you figure out what it means. It's almost like trying to like get your sugar daddy to like, yeah, buy me something else. Again, why did you say that? I mean, I know why he said it, but yeah, lies on that level. I'm couldn't know. I want him gone. I'm good. I think we can do better than any of these people that are in front of us. Also, like, I don't need a puppet there for the shadow government to like just run him through. This is not funny. It's actually horrifying. It also feels a little humiliating. Because what our government is doing, like, we're the people behind that. Just like everyone's like hating Israel now, like, go get them. People think the same thing about us. The world has always thought this about us. And now suddenly we're in this situation.